Okay. I think I know how to start this. I thought about it like for a hot minute. Oh my God. Okay. I don't have to worry about being in or out of frame. I think this is a good angle. Son, I love your mother. Son, I love your mother. But I think we have to have a talk because I know you're not I know you're a smart boy. And I know you can see that things are going down. You know, me and your mother are gonna be taking a break, okay? And you know, it's been a great few years that we've been together. We've had you, and I know uh, it's gonna be tough on you, but you know, I'm still the same. I'm still the same person. Your mother's still the same person. We still respect each other, and we'll definitely still come together for your sake, okay? But in the meanwhile, I think you're gonna have to accept the fact that um, we will no longer be living in the same household. I'm sorry, son. All right, so in reality, this is a decision I've made a hot minute ago during the midst of alien isolation. It's a decision that honestly I've been thinking about like off and on for a hot minute, but I really didn't want to because I know there's something. Um, but I know I'm being vague, but the decision that I'm making is that I am going to be um, making stuff at this channel way less often. Like this channel will be something that like I can come to whenever I'm in the mood to play a game. Because in reality, I really like this channel. I think there's so much here. There's so much growth here in general. Like there's also so much silliness and there's so much fun. And there's so much things I've learned while making a lot of things consistently for a hot minute. There's a lot I've learned. And this is one of those decisions that is there's so much trials and tribulations that led up to it that it's there's no clear reason as to like why it's happening. Does that make sense? There's so much like experience, cause and effect, denying that, going beyond it, thinking, oh shit, wait, no, I was wrong, no, I was right. And then like just throwing shit at the wall and having it stick. But this is a decision that I am now very, very confident about. And I don't entirely know why. I think it's a combination of like a lot of like experience that snowballed in a way to finally roll down at the end of the hill, and you're like, oh, I get it now. Here's what's gonna happen. So I don't know if anyone knows this, but I also make music over on a channel called Hevisto. It's where I started making music. And yeah, you know, some of the older stuff on that video is something like same thing with this channel. The old videos here and the old videos on Hevisto, not the best, not exactly peak per se, but like but there are something that I really cherish about the beginning, especially if it's something that like I made, because it may be shit in the eyes of myself now, or the eyes of someone and anyone, but just like the tiniest little thing that like might be like shit to me now was everything to me then. The fact that I could like do that, you know what I mean? And the fact that I could like that I could like play in a thing that like was professional or whatever, right? But there's so much that led to this decision that I don't think I can collectively put all of my thoughts into like one basket for you, but I can try. So here I have I have a document on my computer called Random Ideas, and I'd like to read an excerpt from this document right here. There's so much you can find when you think about and make art that you cannot find in the forefront. And I think that's why I will never fear running out of ideas. Once you are in the mindset, you will find things that make the world beautiful that you don't see other people understanding. And the task is to create something that will communicate that so that they can have the beauty of what you know. You know what I mean? That's something that I want to do. And I found a modem vehicle to do that with. Like I have a new form of videos of like content, right? That I want to make. And don't get me wrong, I love making like video game, like I love making videos like Let's Plays and whatnot. Those are super, super fun. But I've also experimented a little bit on this channel. If you dig into the if you dig in, you can find some interesting videos that don't really fit the genre of like Let's Playing, because I was trying new shit and I was figuring out how it made me feel and if I enjoyed making that and if it was something that felt rewarding. And everything in its own sense kind of felt rewarding when it like finished, and it's like, oh my God, wow, it's out there. I did the thing. But sometimes it didn't feel like it gave like back. Like I know that like the thing that needs to give back is just having it existing. Let's plays are just something that like I want to do when I'm feeling it, and I don't feel it all the time. I don't got that YouTuber dog in him to make Let's Plays, dude. And they're really fun though. Like that's the thing. Let's Plays are really fun to do, especially with friends. Like that's the thing. There were many times on this channel, and I'm also not like breaking it down to like, oh my God, everything ever that I've ever made, I felt horrible. No, that's not the case. It's just sometimes I wouldn't want to make it, and I'd like push through and make it, and like it just felt horrible. And I'm not saying that there aren't going to be moments like that all the time, but I am saying that I feel like I can do better, and I feel like I can make something cooler, and I feel like I've like learned enough and made enough mistakes that I know how you think a bit more. You know, I know the reception. I know that your track record shows. I know that like the what you perceive and how you perceive it a lot more. And that just comes with like making more videos. But I really want to make videos like, okay, here's the game plan. I've been like edging for a hot minute. So with Let's Plays, I kind of want to come back and make Let's Plays whenever I'm feeling them. Either that would like be with friends, or like I see a game and I'm like, I want to do that as like an audience can follow along and whatever. Like maybe I want to do that, or maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just leave and levitate to another plane of existence, right? Reach YouTuber Nirvana or whatever. I'm learning more about myself, and I'm learning more about like the medium of art that fits me the most. And I have a genre in my head of videos that I want to create. And it all is kind of around the Open Up Canvas video. When I made Open Up Canvas, it was just something that I made on a whim, and it was something that I made because the idea was fucking hilarious. And I love content that like you can put like so much effort and like so much like quality and like writing and like lyricism and like mixing and mastering into just it being like a meaningless bit. That to me is like something that is beyond fulfilling for some weird reason. And that's why the decision that I have made is that Breakdancing Muffins will kind of be a place that I come back to every so often when I feel like it and I want to play a game or something. Or maybe I never do, or maybe I do in a few weeks, maybe I do in a year, maybe I never do. Maybe I come back in 10 years. I don't know. But I'm going to be creating a channel called Ben Ledoux. I don't know. I have really good faith in like the genre of videos that I'm going to do. And I feel like there's a lot there, because like the videos that I want to make are like these things that are just, they're like meta, they're funny as hell, but they're also like grooves as well. There's like so much musical elements in them that sound fucking amazing, but like they're just like the lyrical content and like the narrative of them all is just like, it's meaningless, but it's also funny and it's fun and it's cool, but it's funny. You know, you do it because it's fun. Fun has so much to do with it, dude. Fun is the motivator of art a lot of the time. Because if you're not having fun, why would you want to make art? Like, other than just to discover something, you know what I mean? There's something there with fun, you know? But yeah, I'd like to also share another thing from the Random Ideas document, because there's a lot in here. Oh yeah, so here's something that I've learned from making videos on Breakdancing Muffins. How long have I been making videos for? I have no idea. I think it's 3 years. Maybe? Let's check. Let's check together, gang. Yeah, 3 years. When was part one of Amori? Dude, oh my god. Here's the thing with like the part one of Amori. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. But like I knew that I had a mountain to climb, and that was exciting because I knew that there was more things to learn, there was more ways to do it, and there was different things that I could do to climb the mountain. But I realized early that I had no aspiration to like work hard on a single like vehicle of content and just like pump the shit out of that to make it constantly. Like if I just wanted to do that, I'd probably just rather like stream, right? But my thing is I want like every video that I make to be a fucking like it needs to be like, even if it's like a minute or two long, like it needs to be bangers, dude. And I know how to do that now because I know myself. A big part of making art is like, as you make more like videos or whatever you're doing, you learn more about yourself and you learn like the vehicle of like, the vehicle of art or like way that you create or like genre that is entirely your own, that you can ride with for a hot minute because it feels like you know what I mean? And that for me is videos very similar to Open Up Canvas. I think I've found that. And so what I've already told this, like what I'm going to do, Breakdancing Muffins, coming back to it whenever I want to, maybe never, we'll see. And creating the channel called Ben Ledoux. And that's where I'll just post shit. And Ben Ledoux is just my name. And also finishing up Heavisto. Timothy and Change, which is an album series and idea that I came up with way back in the day that is something that I've lived through already. Like the narrative of Timothy and Change is something I've already lived through. So it's a little bit harder for me to create Timothy and Change because it's like from memory and you're trying to like remember how you were feeling at a certain period of time. So it's harder to create then, but like I really want to finish that narrative because it's so cool. But like once I'm done with Timothy and Change, and I've got like everything artistically on the side off my plate, I'll be diving into Ben Ledoux. And Ben Ledoux is so fucking cool. Like it's beyond cool. I'm so excited to like jump into that heads first, dude. January 4th, 2021. Also almost 4 years. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Dude, it's been so fun though. Like this has been so fun for me to do. Like doing this for a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie, there are certain points in time when I just like I did not want to do this at all. But there's a part of me that's like very much like finish what you started. And I didn't know what the finish line was, but I knew it wasn't now. And now it feels like now. So yeah. I think like here's like the final synopsis of all these thoughts put together. Breakdancing Muffins. Starting with this channel. I'll come back to it whenever the hell I want to. Maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in a year, maybe in 10 years, maybe in 50 years, maybe never. Ben Ledoux. New channel that I'll be creating. Maybe I'll link. That I will be making videos on that one. I'm hoping like a video every month or two. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a lot of goals on that front. There's a lot going on. So whenever I'm feeling it, and sometimes when you're feeling it is consistent. So hopefully I'll fall into that really cool river of fun. But we'll see. And Heavisto. Gonna be finishing up Timothy and Change. Because like I really want to finish that one. It's like I outlined the entirety of Timothy and Change like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's the coolest shit I've ever made. And I want to finish it because it's so real. It's so cool. And I just right now I've like, here's the thing. I'm like done when it comes to like the production aspect of things, but I just need to like finish the lyricism. Cause like sometimes the lyrics don't sit right. I'm like horrible with words, but I'm great with like music and sonic feeling. Like I feel shit. It's just hard for me to put it into words. You know? It's a completely different skill. But yeah, that's the end of things. Possible last video, possible not last video, possible maybe I'll come back. You never know. But I'm really excited for Ben Ledoux as well. Like Ben Ledoux hasn't started, but like I really want to jump into that. I probably will, but I also want to finish Hevisto. So you know what I'll probably do? I'll probably finish this video, finish all of Hevisto, get that off my plate, and then I'll jump into Ben Ledoux because I've realized I can't multitask. I can't do like two things at once. I need to like, all of my energy and thought needs to be like hyper obsessive over like one cool thing, you know? That's just like how my brain works. It's hard for me to like build two castles at once, you know? I got to finish one before I start the other. But yeah, this has been fun. And as always, oh, that's another thing. I workshopped the outro multiple times because I wanted something that was like original and cool. But I feel like, as always, good morning. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night is like a cool way to like kind of like write the goodbye in internet motif there. I think that's cool, considering people might be in different time zones. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been Breakdancing Muffins, or will be, depends. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. As always, I'll catch you, possibly, in the next video. Whether that be here, or wherever you find me again. I'm in your walls. All right, catch you later.